Some people talk constantly. They explain, they clarify, they fill every pause the moment it appears. And somehow, they're still ignored. You've seen this before. In meetings, in conversations, in everyday moments where attention seems scarce. Then there's someone else. They don't rush to speak. They don't compete for airtime. They don't try to sound impressive. They say very little. Yet, when they do, the room changes. Not because they're louder, not because they're smarter, and not because they're trying to control anything. Silence changes how people pay attention. When no one rushes to speak, attention has nowhere to go. So it settles. It settles on the quiet person. Psychologically, humans associate scarcity with value. Rare things feel important. A rare object, a rare opportunity, and rare words feel deliberate. People don't always realize this consciously, but the brain is constantly scanning for signals. Who feels certain? Who feels reactive? Who feels comfortable with space? When someone talks too much, it often reads as urgency, a need to be understood, a need to be validated. But when someone is comfortable with silence, it signals something else entirely. It suggests they're not chasing approval. They're not rushing to be seen. They trust that when they speak, it will be enough. And that trust is contagious. People slow down around it. They pay more attention to it. Because calm confidence doesn't announce itself. It waits. When someone speaks constantly, their words blend into the background. But when someone waits, when they choose their moment, their words arrive alone, uncompeted. That's why people start watching the quiet person more closely. They listen harder. They wait longer. They begin reading between the lines. Silence becomes a blank surface. And without realizing it, people start filling that surface themselves. With confidence, with depth, with authority. Not because it was claimed, but because it was assumed. This is where silence becomes powerful, not as a tactic, not as distance, but as restraint. Talking less isn't about withholding, it's about timing, letting moments breathe, letting your words arrive without competing with noise. When everything is said, nothing feels important. But when little is said, everything feels intentional. Respect doesn't come from being heard the most. It comes from being listened to when you finally speak. And sometimes, the strongest signal you send is the one you don't. If this made you think a little differently, feel free to like the video. And if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.